Lexus called itself, I guess, wanting to race me or something. Fucking weirdo. Cause like it was driving slow, so I just got into the other lane or whatever, to just drive, and then it like sped up. Like, sir, if I really pushed the gas, like, me it fucking does. The fuck? I'm in a whole Benz, and you in a whole fucking old ass Lexus, fucking what, 250 or something. But I think when it tried to take off, it like slid, cause it's strange. See, a lot of these places be looking so like vacant. Like this shit don't even exist. What's this, Cherry Lane? Oh, there we go. Oh, I've been to this one before. That's funny as hell. I should have said that out loud. Oh, handicap. I like handicap. Oh, snow. That's why. Oh. Yeah. Just park it right there. Okay, so we're at the other precinct. So, let's see what this is all about. Hopefully, I've been to this once before, but I can't remember what exactly I was here for. If it was for me or for somebody else. But we gonna find out, because I don't know. I don't like city stuff. Okay, so I served my warrant. And in fact, these warrants were, well, these tickets were not paid. But at least I'm clear of my warrant. I don't have to worry about going to jail if I'm pulled over. So that's the only bonus out of this. But my brother got a hefty bill. So now that that is done and taken care of, I'm actually going to call him and let him know that I turned myself in and how much everything was. So we'll see what he says, and hopefully he'll take care of that, because like I said, that don't have nothing to do with me. But I'm also going to stop at the DMV to pick up something from there and then go in the house. he said he got 150. I'm only wondering if I should stop and get. Oh, handsome face. What are you doing? I should get some pupusas. Ugh. Just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday. I always try to avoid coming down the street, but of course where I need to go now is the street, but this was the area, this particular street right here was where my cousin got hit off his dirt bike. If anybody was ever wondering, you know why I have the tattoo of a dirt bike on my hand. It resembles him. That was his last picture before he died. So yeah, I always try to not come down this way, because you know it'd be memories, unwanted memories that you don't really want to rethink or relive. So yeah, it's always, but for the most part, the streets in Pennsylvania is they aren't bad at all. The crime rate in certain areas, well, the city is parts of the city where the city part can be a little dangerous, but that's probably like slim to none, especially around this time. Like the snow's outside, it's a little cold, you're not really going to get too much of anything, but the crime rate here does not compare to anywhere else at all. That's why I don't mind being here. It's peaceful, it's away from everything. My kids get to actually grow up and not have to worry about, you know, anything. Despite, let's do a disclaimer, because my son just got out of a situation for getting in a fight on a bus, and because he got off the bus to remove his belongings and got back on the bus to continue the fight, it went to the police. So we just got out of a whole bunch of, you know, stuff in Pennsylvania. That's the only downfall. It doesn't matter how old you are, like a child can be charged. I don't think, of course, I don't necessarily know what's the starting age. I really don't feel like there is a starting age, but of course, you know, it's not going to be like a 5-year-old, 7-year-old or anything like that. But if they are fighting outside and the police are called, that's what tends to happen. And at as young as 13, they can have a record, because if it wasn't for us putting my son in this program, like it's more of like a behavioral program for the weekend. It was something that he did online. It wasn't nothing that he didn't have to go to like an actual location or anything like that. But if we didn't put him in that program, then he would have had a record. But because we put him in that program, it actually saves him from having a record at the age of 13. So that's the only positive and the benefits of, you know, everything. So that's the only downfall of Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth state. Anything can happen on their terms or under their, you know, say so. But outside of that, just the scenery itself is very beautiful. We have some of the similar things that everybody else have: Maryland, DC, Virginia, whatever. We probably may be like a little slower, but like I said, for the most part, it's steady. We catching up to some places. A lot of renovations going on, a lot of new buildings, a lot of spreading the highways. So yeah. What do you say? You said what? I am about to go to Cree's house to give Jamal these papers. And then go. Okay, so we are about to approach my brother so I can give him this paperwork so he can pay this fine, and I ain't got nothing to do with it anymore. So, hold on. Did you need this?
No, probably not.
It was just affected.
Yeah, so I might just go back down there and I'll put my name.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome. So that was easy. Alright, now one more stop and then we can go back in the house. So yeah, times like these tend to happen I don't want to say very often, but frequently, which it's life. Like we can't avoid certain things. We can't avoid where we park. We can't avoid what we do. At the end of the day, if we have things going on or whatever to where it breaks the law, we have to take care of it. And it's best to take care of it. It's best to take care of it when it happens. That way you don't have to worry about anything else. And Pennsylvania actually taught me that. Only because, like I said, other places you get a ticket. Like I have tickets in other states that I have still yet to pay. And probably if any of them see this video, they're going to pull me up like, oh yeah, you got something from 2008. It's not purposely, but life be lifing to where it sometimes slip our minds. But like I said, Pennsylvania has taught me that you only have 10 days to take care of this, or I'm putting a warrant out for your arrest and we want to get it one way or another. So it's always important for me to take care of handle all my issues when it happens, so I don't have to worry about anything else later on down the line, especially because you don't want to be blindsided. Like I don't check my mailbox, which I should, but of course it's been like a couple weeks since I checked my mailbox, so I don't know exactly when the warrant actually was issued to me, because these were tickets that happened over the summertime. But I had checked my mailbox the other day, and I also get emails about what's in my mailbox as well. So if it's something crazy like newspaper or something like that, like I'm not about to go to my mailbox for no paper. Like I'm not doing that. So I happened to look on my email and seeing that it was from it didn't have a address on it. It just had my name, my address. So I'm just like, well, what is this? So that's what actually made me go to look into my mailbox, because I'm like, I didn't know who this was from. And then with everything else going on, like with my fiance, like I don't know what's about to come through that mailbox. So I ended up going and checking it, and that's when I actually seen that I had a warrant. So I was just like, well, thank God, like, I wasn't out, and I don't get in trouble. Like, I don't get pulled over. Like, I don't do things that'll break the law, or at least I don't do things to get caught, to where I haven't gotten pulled over or anything. Like I said, it's one thing to actually go and take care of your business, but to actually have to get picked up by somebody, that's when you actually have to go downtown. You gotta freaking get processed and fingerprinted, and I ain't got time for that. I do not have time for that at all. I didn't have time for that today, but you know, you gotta take care and handle it. Like I said, I looked in the mailbox and seen that I had it. I called them and figured out exactly what it was for, who it was from, to where I was like, okay, when they told me the car, I was like, all right, this is my brother's car. So and I just, you know, went and took care of it, because like I said, I don't have time. Like, my day-to-day are so hectic that, like I said, I literally have to take off for things in order to make it happen. And shoot, the way, like I said, these last couple of days has been going, I'll be surprised if I still got PTO left. But in other news, like I said, it's very important, if you know that you got a ticket, if you know that, you know, I don't know, that you could possibly have a warrant, just make sure, because I'm also one of those people, I check everybody's records. So if I'm just meeting you, I'm checking your record. I'm making sure, you know, ain't nothing going on that I don't know about or whatever. So I'm gonna know before, and then I'm gonna ask questions. I'm a Sagittarius, and it's not even just being a Sagittarius, it's also being a woman. But a woman that's a Sagittarius, we gonna get deep and deep and deep and deep and deep until we can't get no more deeper. And we probably still get deeper than that if we know. Like, it's no, I can't get deeper than this. It's none of that for us. So with me, I investigate so much, so I always look into everything. So 9 times out of 10, before somebody tells me something, I already know. And like I said, it's important that we do it. And that's just for anybody. If you run into an encounter with somebody that you know, you're dating, you're just now dating and things like that, the important thing to find out, are they pedophiles? Are they, especially if you have children, are they do they have a warrant out for their arrest? Are they criminals? Are they robbers? Are they sexual abusers, domestic violence people, whatever, like beating up women and things like that? Like, it's important to know all of that. So I always figure out their first and last name and I type it in. I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm looking up the record for my safety and for the safety of my children. And not just the safety of me and my children, but the safety for my family. So I need to know exactly who it is that I'm dealing with. So that happens on every aspect. Like, it's not even, because people can play a facade and tell you, oh, I'm not this person. Oh, you're thinking about somebody else, or this and the other. No, I got your first and last name and I got your birthday. What is your birthday? Oh yeah, that's your birthday. It's you. So it's very important that you stay on top of everything, because how life is going now, how the world is going now, you never know what's about to hit you. Like, people are getting blindsided left and right. People are ending up dead. People ended up severely hurt. People ended up falsely accused. Anything can happen. So just always make sure you protect yourself. Always make sure you stay on top of everything that you have going on. Like I said, if you know that you got fines, pay them damn fines and let these people leave you alone, because you don't want to have to be driving around. Yeah, you don't want to be out and get pulled over and you're unaware of what's going on with yourself, to where they're like, oh, you got a warrant out for your arrest. And you're looking like, what? Like, from where? From how? Like, so just make sure you always know what's going on with yourself. You opening all your letters that's coming from a district court, a police station, or however, a ticket place or whatever. Just make sure y'all stay on top of it, because, yeah, like I said, just luckily for me, I don't get pulled over. So, but, you know, if I were to go to certain places or whatever, then they could have potentially pulled me up and I could have been arrested, like, on the spot. Like, I don't have time for that. I have children. Like, I have things that's going on in my life. Like, I can't be getting jammed up like that. I can't do it. So I try to take care of everything. Like I said, you guys make sure you do the same. We are currently on our way home. I do kind of want to tell y'all a story that kind of sums up what I just said. So years ago, me and my son's father had got into this little physical altercation, whereas I pressed charges against him, he pressed charges against me, and we both went to court for mine. And of course at that time or whatever, you know, we kind of squashed the drama, squashed the beef or whatever. So when we went to court, I kind of ended the protective order against him and thought that it was done. But little did I know, we never went to court for him. So a whole year later, I had got into a fight, and the cops were called, and they were just like, they was like, can we come over here for a second? So I had went over there, and they had told me about it being a warrant, and I'm just like, a warrant for what? Like, so when he told me that it was a bench warrant, I'm like, for what? Like, I don't remember having any court dates or anything, like no jury duty or anything like that or whatever. So I didn't know exactly what was going on. So when they arrested me and they took me down to the precinct, when I tell y'all, I did not know what was going on. I was in that jail like crying. I couldn't stop peeing. Like, I was peeing like every 2 minutes. Like, it just was the worst day of my freaking life. On top of already fighting, like, I knew it wasn't for the fight in general, but that didn't make it any better that, you know, you're here for a fight. So when they actually gave me my papers and I sat in front of the commissioner, and the commissioner told me that who it was for, and I was just like, oh, I'm like, we canceled mines, but we never went to court for his. So, which was crazy that I don't think he went to court for his either. So it should have been more of a, it should have been dropped because he didn't show up. Like, but I guess it wasn't or whatever, to where I had to serve, you know, I got arrested that day. So that's definitely a prime example as to proving my point of, you know, for future reference, just make sure y'all stay on top of y'all stuff, because you don't need no incidents like that to happen. Y'all always want to be on your P's and Q's, clear of everything or whatever. No, just no nothing. Like I said, this world is a crazy place, so you never know what could potentially happen to you on a day-to-day basis. But just make sure that y'all stay on top of everything. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. To serve my warrant, you know, hung out with a criminal. Just kidding, I'm not a criminal, I promise, I'm not a criminal. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to record anymore. If something comes up from between now and the time that I get in the house, I'll definitely update you guys. So in the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and share our page. We are new YouTubers trying to, you know, just make a living like everybody else. Give insights on our day-to-day life, what's going on with us. We're very passionate about our co-parenting, about blended families, about marriage, relationships, because of course with us, we just met. We've only been together for 6 months, and we are already like planning a wedding. So all of that comes into play as far as how our life has been going. So we kind of just want to update you guys, bring awareness, and just connect with other people that's in the similar, that has the similar issues, or not even just the issues, because we do have a lot of good days. It's only the bad days when others, like other parties, are involved. But definitely we're going to be posting. Like I said, we post weekly. We post every week. If it's not a full video, it's definitely going to be a short, because we're always doing something, whether it's me and him doing something or us with the kids doing something. It's always something going on. So like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, and I'll talk to you later on the next video. Bye.